As we get closer to the NFL draft, you look at some of the tendencies and idiosyncrasies of general manager Rick Spielman, and they do matter. They do come into play. So when news broke or reports came out from Chris Thomas and Pioneer Press that the Vikings met virtually with Prairie View A&M quarterback Jalen Morton. Oh, yeah. Vikings are interested in quarterback Jalen Morton. Oh, not Hurts? Nah, whatever. It made my antenna go, So why is this important? So the Vikings and a small school likely undrafted quarterback? Well, just because of Rick Spielman. So let's go through. For all the talk about drafting a quarterback, a guy that's going to be a little bit more exciting than Jake Browning, move the needle more than Sean Mannion. I mean, as we pointed out many times on here, Vikings general manager Rick Spielman has not drafted a non-first round quarterback since 2008, which is a long time ago. That was the legend John David Booty in the 5th round out of USC. Right, he a Trojan. Also, the God King Kirky Cousins, is he going to allow significant draft capital to be spent on a potential future usurper to the throne? Probably not. There you go. So since Rick Spielman took over as official general manager in 2012, the Vikings have brought in a UDFA quarterback into training camp 7 out of 8 seasons. Now, again, training camp. So full-on 90-man, full-on late July, prior to Mankato, prior to Egan, etc. So not rookie camp, not tryouts, where you just need quarterbacks to throw the ball to the UDFA trout receivers. There you go. But also, yeah, generally in training camp, you do want that fourth quarterback because you don't want your starter just like slinging it to, I don't know, Kane Coulter. Yeah, or whatever, back end of the 90-man roster wide receivers are, right? So production value, 2012, first year as official GM, because remember he took over in January. MBT, the legend from Sacktown State. That's right. And now, no, he was a UDFA in 2011, but 2013, James Vanderberg out of Iowa, who was not James Vanderbeek. He was very much not Johnny Moxon. 2014, none, because they decided to roll with Teddy and Ponder and Matt Castle in that weird year. 2015, Taylor Heineke out of Old Dominion. You guys remember him, door kicker. 2016, Joel Stave out of Wisconsin, who was just terrible, not only because he was bad, but also, Wisconsin. 2017, the legendary Mitchell Jerome Trubisky Leidner. Actually, no, Mitchell Jerome Leidner. There we go. The pride of University of Minnesota, the pride of Lakeville North, I want to say. But also, initially they had the UDFA West Lunt out of Illinois before. It's like, we got to upgrade, baby. We got the Leidner train. Let's go. The Todd McShay first-round pick, Mitchell Leidner. Great. 2018, Peter Pujols out of Holy Cross. I still haven't figured out how to pronounce it. Doesn't matter anymore. And, of course, 2019, Jake Browning, the highest paid UDFA in NFL history. Great. So you see a tendency. You're always picking up a UDFA quarterback. You're not drafting one, as well as some small school tendencies, as well as Big Ten. I mean, Jake Browning is the outlier there. But, I mean, if you have a chance to get Jake Browning, there you go. So how does Jalen Morton fit into this? Small school, UDFA, makes a lot of sense. 6'4", 226, redshirt senior. Very lightly recruited quarterback out of Seguin High School in Arlington, Texas, so in the Dallas metro area. Now, Prairie View A&M, if you haven't heard of it, is in the Southwest Athletic Conference, historically black college and university. It's the same, not only the same conference, it's the same division as Alabama State University, RIP T-Jack. By the way, so that's the level of competition that we're talking about. Same conference as Grambling State University. So there you go. Was a 4-year starter at times. Pete came in 2018, 2,344 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, 12 picks, as well as 874 yards on the ground, 10 touchdowns rushing as well. 2019 was really limited due to injuries, only played 8 games. Now, was set to be part of the Historical Black and College University's Pro Day this spring, but of course, that got shuttered because of the Rona. Now, if he had put up big testing numbers as well as showed off that strong arm, I mean, maybe he gets a little bit of back end of the 7th round steam, especially since there's not like a gang of day 3 quarterbacks are necessarily moving the needle at this point right now. But pros, I mean, first and foremost, monster arm. It is absolutely insane. Like Lance Zierlein put out a clip of him throwing 64 yards flat-footed. Now, it's not the Josh Allen 70 yards from the knees, but, I mean, he does go full Uncle Rico on the bit, right? So he does have a little bit of touch on deep balls. This isn't a full-on Tyree Jackson situation, and that arm, like, it is a whip. It is just a straight up, very natural release of the football, and also it is mobile as well as just a really hard nosed runner around the goal line. Cons, accuracy, I mean, he has a career 53.5% completion percentage, and that is in a college offense where easy open throws, a lot of screens, a lot of bubble passes, a lot of designed RPO throws are going to be there. So that leaves a little question mark there, as well as level of competition, as well as, I mean, he really struggled 2019 in the Houston game before being knocked out due to injury. Like we mentioned, only played 8 games due to injury. But also, I mean, on the other side of the coin, against some better competition, 2018 against Rice, he did have a really nice game there in a close 31-28 loss. Was 16 of 28 for 244, 3 touchdowns, ran for 53 yards on 12 carries as well. Did have a strip sack late, which cost Prairie View A&M the game. But also, I mean, didn't have great O-line play in 2018, sacked 31 times there. So he probably would have been a top 30 visit because the Vikings, they have trended more towards, late day 3, potentially UDFA guys, just really starting, the background due diligence on guys that they're going to bring in potentially after the draft. So that's how they've been using top 30 visits. So I think he would have been into the facility this year, but I mean, they're doing the best they can. Go Zoom, right? And also with Spielman's tendencies to go UDFA at quarterback as in training camp, as well as potentially going small school, betting on physical traits. Don't be shocked if this actually turns into a thing. So Jalen Morton named to keep in the back of your mind as the Vikings go through the draft and then start vacuuming up some UDFAs. But your thoughts, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up in the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time. Skull, production value.